All right, we are back. We're about to attack the market, guys. Let's see what's going on. It's midweek. It's a lot of exciting things going on. Let's see what's going on, man, for us to make some profit. All right, so those that's been trading gold, you could see gold is consolidating a bit. Okay, you could definitely see gold is consolidating a bit. And overall, right now, I have gold potentially going for a buy, but it can potentially completely turn around as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just remove some of these here, previous supports that I did and resistance zone that I did. So as I could see right now, this area here is a strong, very, very strong resistance zone. But on the H1 time frame, we have the 50 MA that's gonna give us a possible retest to continue buying. So it could continue buying, or this could be a complete reversal move. Let me know what you guys think, chat, about this setup here. It's pretty early, it's pretty fresh throughout the week, so there's a lot of opportunities ahead. But right now, price is at a very particular area where it could either go for a buy or a sell. Now, overall, based on all the confirmation that I have, keys on from the Jackpot strategy, I could tell that overall price is going to continue going for a buy, simply because prices already have reached above new zones, basically. So it's pretty high above the keys on entries. So this was keys on entry low, keys on entry high. Price is pretty high above those areas. So that's a major confirmation that we could keep buying. As you could see, same like I showed you on the previous chart, gold right now, we're looking very bearish to start off the day because of the daily open here. But we could still potentially go even higher on gold. And where that would be exactly at average daily range. So average daily range high would be the area where we would be actually getting our take profit. So that would be a great trade for a buy if price decides to continue buying. Over 500 pips this trade would be. But if price decides to continue selling from here, which is very likely, then we could actually continue going down. So I'm going to go ahead and add my resistance zone right here. So I know that this is a major area in the market, right about right here. This is a major area in the market, and overall price can go either direction. So it could go up for a buy, or it could go down for a sell. Now I do have some parameters here showing me price respecting this trend line that I did here previously. I'm going to have to redo it. This is one of the trend line where I'm just adding it here to see if price is going to respect that zone. Before it was a sell, but the price broke that area. There it is, H4, just like that. Now, again, let's not forget, all right? Let's not forget. This sell is still very likely to happen, all right? Because price came from top Bollinger Band on the H4 time frame, right? And potentially, it went from the top here to the middle, give us a consolidation phase, and then it dropped towards this lower low here. Now the thing is, price did not fully drop too much. It gave us a crazy pullback. So it could still end up going down here for the take profit. So this is how it looks right here, just like this. Just to create a trend line here, because soon we're going to have a breakout. It's dropping right now. Price is dropping right now. Okay. Looking at this setup, guys, no lie, I had a feeling it wasn't fully ready just yet. That's why I did not even send the buy entry to you guys, to you guys that are in my paid membership group, because I didn't like this overall setup. Although it did respect my moving averages and actually went for a buy, but I felt like it was so close to testing the next support zone. So now that next support zone on the 15-minute time frame is middle Bollinger Band here. So when price reaches there, we're going to see if we get a rejection or not. On the 30-minute time frame, let's see where is our next support. 50 MA here. Okay, this is very, very important. I want to do a small trend line here, just so whenever price break this trend line, I could look for a sell. Let's see. There it is. Let's add this trend line there. What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? All right. We don't have a full confirmation that we could go for a long-term sell just yet, but it is looking very bearish. Again, like I said, at the same time, it could continue going up for a buy as well. Right now, price is making higher highs and higher lows. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm gonna take this part out. Let's make this one bigger. That's a major sell, guys, from right here. It started buying at first and then it started going down crazy. I was taking a nap when this move happened. Yeah, I usually take a nap and then I wake up around this time, do the live, and then from there I eat, and then I stay up for the next four hours or so. I go to sleep around like 2-3 a.m. just so I could see or catch a move during the London session. If I'm super tired, then I'll go to sleep and then just wake up later around like 5 or 6. Yeah, guys. Right now, I have no trades in. My trailing stop loss for the buy I had earlier triggered already. So now I'm just waiting to see what's the next move. I think we're gonna go for the sell, to be honest. Wow. We're looking very bearish, guys. Sheesh. I'm not saying we fully bearish just yet, but all my analysis on different screens is showing me price wanting to go down. If we look on the H4 time frame, now we have a sell signal on the minute. So any pullback here, I'm looking for re-entries. But also, if we look on the H4 time frame, I don't have a stochastic here. But if you guys have a stochastic, you could see that. I'm gonna add a stochastic here so we could see. Boom. Alright, you see where price is at right now on the stochastic? Oh. Never mind. Already had it. There it is, guys. You see how high the stochastic is on the H4? So that's pretty high. But at the same time, I'm looking at the volume. Volume just started on the H4 time frame. So who knows? Price may just be getting ready for a major buy. That just started on the H4 time frame. Alright, hold on guys. I'm just finding some confirmation here. Damn, guys, we selling hard, man. At least for right now. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. Yeah, stochastic is pretty high here. Let's see on the daily time frame how we looking. Let's hide all of our analysis. Sheesh. No lie, this looks like a great start of a sale. Okay, let's see the stochastic. All right, this is how stochastic looking on the H4 time frame. We had a major crossover. We did a lower low, lower high. For a new lower low, it reached the 50 area on the daily time frame. Volume have died out for the buy on the volume on the daily as well. Oh, look at that on the weekly, guys. Look at the stochastic on the weekly, guys. It's really high up there. It's like very overbought. So we may end up selling for sure. Let's see the monthly. Wow. Look at the monthly stochastic, guys. It's way overbought. It's looking way overbought. So I think the sell is valid. The way it started going so fast is really telling me everything I need to know. But at the same time, we have strong support zone that's waiting to be tested around this area here. So let's wait and see. All right, let's go from daily. Let's see what's going on in daily. Green bullish candles. Oh, okay. All green bullish candles. Let's not ignore that. H4. We are already above middle Bollinger Band. All green bullish candles still. Okay. We could still buy. H1. All green bullish candle. Price fully above 50 MA. Let me see where we're at on the volume. Volume slowing down a bit, but it's still bullish since here. Stochastic was overbought. 30-minute time frame. I'm missing something from my indicator. That's gonna be the Ichimoku cloud, man. I need that. I need that line. There it is. Okay, so here we had an entry, crossover, snipe, fall buy, and then here we retesting one more time to see if price is going to go up, if price is going to respect this area. All right, H1. Yeah, on the H1, no lie, it looks very nice for a buy. Like, I could even draw this out. It looks good for this move. Okay, let's look to see. I just don't know for sure right now. I can't tell you for sure. There's time where I'm for sure. And there's time where I don't even want to make a decision, because if it feels like either one could happen. So once we get more confirmation, we know what to trigger the bull. But let's see, right? Setup A, we're gonna call this one setup A, and then we're gonna have setup B. So setup A is from the H1 time frame. Setup B is from the H4 time frame. All right, those of you guys that are watching, we're gonna play a quick game, and you guys gonna let me know after I draw the potential moves, which one to you looks most likely to happen. All right, so stay with me, chat. Let's look at this. So this is setup A. All right, setup A, and let's make sure we could see my screen clearly. There it is. Okay, this is setup A. Setup A is price Setup A is price, of course, coming from bottom Bollinger Band, fully going to middle Bollinger Band, fully going to middle Bollinger Band here, to give a retest at the 50 MA. to go up, to go fully test top Bollinger Band. Take profit. And when price gets there, it could potentially keep breaking to go higher. All right, so that's setup 8 right there. All right, keep this one in mind. Keep this one in mind. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Here's setup B. All right, so setup A is very simple, where we test 50 MA and we go to top Bollinger Band H1, since that's where it started to go for the buy. Reach the bottom, reach the middle, hit the 50, give the re-entry opportunity for those that missed the perfect entry here to go here. Alright, so retest at the 50 MA on the H1 to reach top Bollinger Band on the H1. That's setup A. Alright, setup B is on the H4 time frame, where price fully, and it looks very likely to happen, to be honest with you, where price fully tests resistance zone area, which was this area here, the Ichimoku cloud, that white line right there, gives us an entry for a sell at the daily, start selling, give us a minor pullback, but slowly but surely breaking lower lows, breaking lower lows, breaking lower lows, respecting this moving average right here. And this moving average is from the Ichimoku cloud, guys. This is the Ichimoku cloud moving average. Price respecting that area to potentially go down to the key zone. From there, price continues selling to fully reach take profit bottom Bollinger Band, which is right here at key zone low again. Because they already came from the top, it tested the middle, it broke through, made a lower low. It's giving us a retest, right? Retest back at the middle Bollinger Band, but this time price ended up going higher above the middle Bollinger Band, which made it confusing. But once it breaks this threshold here for a sell, we could take our entry for a sell if price stays underneath the zone here. So we could go down here for take profit. So that's setup B. Now, chat, what do you guys think is most likely to happen? Setup A or setup B? Setup A is test the 50 MA H1, go for the buy to test top Bollinger Band on the H1, or setup B, retest at the daily entry, continue selling all the way down to bottom Bollinger Band on the H4 time frame. So like this, boom, 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 boom. And let's review real quickly, because right now we have a new candle being created on the H4 time frame for this pair here for gold. So on the H1 time frame, I could see what's going on here. Now we are close to reaching that 50 MA area, so we'll see what we get when we get there. All right, let me know what you guys think. Setup A or setup B? Pullback buy or continuous sell going below middle Bollinger Band H4 to reach bottom Bollinger Band? Or buy, basically buys or sells. Setup A is buy, setup B is sell. Let's see. Alright. So Brendan saying that pull back buys. I mean, that's possible. So he's going with setup A, pull back buy, because it does look really clean. I mean, with the strategy, if we zoom out, it's literally showing me if we test here, we can potentially go here. But it may go down there and just break it. So it really depends on how it breaks this area. We'll find out. Alright. So Sniper saying that he thinking it's going to go buy to the top H4 Bollinger Band. Been on the buy bias. Sheesh. The top H4 Bollinger Band. Wow. If we get a buy back to top H4 Bollinger Band, that's a bag. So he's going with option A, buy bias. So that's also around, this is the H1 top Bollinger Band. Imagine being in a trade for a buy since here. One thing I like right now is the fact that all of this area is all green bullish. So we may just end up respecting this 50 MA and then going to this tick profit 1, tick profit 2. Oh my God. Guys, that's 500 pips, and then that would be 800 pips to 1,000 pips on gold if you catch this move right here. That's more than this move you catch up here. So buy bias. Yeezy saying buy, King CJ saying buy, set up A, pull back for the buy. You know what I'm saying? What you thinking, Kim? Buy bias, retest at the H1, 50 MA area, going to take profit, top Bollinger Band, H1, and then H4, or price may just be reversing to go back down to test bottom Bollinger Band here. Kern says set up A. All right, a lot of buy bias. I'm with you guys too on the buy bias, but I have a limit for myself. The limit is if price goes below this area here, I'm definitely going to look to sell. But we'll see how it all plays out here on the setup. Because even if price do pull back for a sell to reach this area of support here, the buy is still valid because it could do this still. And that'll give us an opportunity to get an even better buy entry. So it look like this. All the way down, fully give us a retest, and then shoots up like crazy to go all the way up here. You know what I'm saying? So it could do that too. Alright. Kimberly's saying she's buying all the way. Let's go. Alright. Moody's saying that he got sales. I mean, right now the sellers are pretty strong right now. They're taking over the territory. But overall, we still bullish. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. All right, Brendan saying that he thinks eventually we're gonna get the H4, get to the H4, but gold needs a correction. Yeah, I think so too. I think price could start selling like crazy, trick buyers into selling, and then fully gets to the H4 top Bollinger Band up here from the indicator. But if it holds, we could be buying, because overall we still pretty bullish on the time frame. H4 time frame, all green candles still. So we'll see what we're gonna get out of it. What I could do, because of this 50 MA here on the H4 time frame, I'm going to add a green vertical line, just so I know, all right, from this area we are all bullish until it changes color to red for me. Then I'll look for sells. So right here we have that on the H4, saying that as long as we stay above this area, above the middle Bollinger Band overall, we are good to go. Even if we get a final sell retest at the bottom, we still good on buys. Unless that's broken, then we should be looking to sell. So be careful, guys, because it could get a little tricky. As you guys already seen what happened, price went all the way up. I'm sure it tricked a lot of buyers that probably was stack and trade up there, and completely dipped right at the daily candle. Like I said, I was taking a nap for this move, so I didn't see it, and I didn't expect that to happen so fast, so quick. So now I'm just basically sort of sitting on my hands, seeing where the next move will come from. And from what I could see, if I were to take a trade right now, I'll rather take a sell to go to the next support zone and seeing from there if it's going to break. So the way price is selling right now is beautiful, because now I could go ahead and do a sell trade with a stop loss right above that 50 MA on the minute time frame. That's if I want to entertain this sell right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, not every trade is worth taking, but in this scenario here, I'm going to wait to see exactly how it tests on the 50 MA here instead. We almost there, so I'm sitting on my hands. I'm not taking any action just yet. All right, we have 50 MA here, and we also have 800 moving average as well. This area looks so clean, like it just wants to retest, touch. Oh, that'd be so great. Guys, if we could catch, let's just say we patient enough and we take advantage of this potential setup, and we could catch 800 pips, 500 to the top H1, 800 to the top H4. That's a bag. That's a very nice bag. No matter what lot size you do, you're going to eat. So yeah, let's see how price is going to react here. We're letting the trade come to us instead of chasing the trade right now, because we needed to test a certain area so we could make our decisions. Yeah, so right now let's zoom in to see. Alright, so this is my supporting factor to why I will be buying gold right here. That 50 MA on the H1 time frame. 30-minute time frame, this is how it looks, guys. Very crucial area that it's at right now. Because look, what happens is if price breaks this area as well, then we looking to go all the way down there. Now you're not even looking for buys anymore, but you also missed the sell entry. You see what I'm saying? So that's why this area right here is very crucial. If I were to seen the retest earlier, maybe I could have been in the sell from the daily entry, because it gives us a retest right there at the top Bollinger Band. And then from there, it goes right down here. Middle Bollinger Band. All right, keep this in mind. Notice how well price fully put itself underneath the middle Bollinger Band. That's one of the indication that price is actually going to go down for a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Because as long as candles price stays underneath this line right there, middle Bollinger Band 5-minute time frame, it's going to sell. If price fully goes back above it, then we could start looking for buys. But as of right now in the smaller time frame, this confirmation is all sales confirmation. We had an entry for a sell here, we had a re-entry here, we had another entry here. We had three entry opportunity on this sell actually. One 50 MA top Bollinger Band, one 50 MA to the moving average from the cloud. Like I said, I was asleep, so I did not see this at all. But it's good to train your eyes to see these things though, because when it's time and you can see them, you could pull the trigger with no fear. All right, let's see. I'm seeing price pushing up hard without fully even testing that H150 MA. You think that's just a pullback to actually go and fully test it? I think that's what it is. A pullback to actually go and fully test it. It's pushing. It's pushing, and also I keep in mind we still didn't get the retest we're looking for. Sometimes we may not get it fully. That's one thing I had to accept about the strategy as well. Like sometimes price may not fully test the zone that you wanted to test, and they continue going. So we'll see how it all plays out right here. High, low. Price is respecting this trend line. This is nice to see. It's nice to see that. Let's go ahead and turn this on green. All right, I know the buyers right now, they have a smile on their face seeing this little move right here happening. I'm sure some of them thinking, yes, I knew it. Oh man. But this buy will be a nice buy though. I think this area could be a re-entry area as long as price respects that zone. So we have to be very attentive here on how price is reacting from this zone here. Again, we still did not fully test that H150 MA area. We still did not fully test it. Keep that in mind as we go up from here. Middle Bollinger Band area is around that 50 MA area, which needs to test. All right, red. Notice the red 50 MA on the 15. I need that to turn green for me to commit to a buy signal right now. All right, 5-minute time frame. We are making our way back above the middle Bollinger Band, so let's watch it very closely if we are going to actually break above this zone and stay above it. Minute time frame looking very bullish. We have a green 50 MA. Let's see if we have a crossover from the Ichimoku cloud moving average as well. Yes, it is. On the H1, it's definitely respecting it for sure. All right, one of the other things that we have in the jackpot strategy that we could use for our zones as well is if we go ahead and hide our analysis that we did ourselves, and we go ahead and turn on the support and resistance zone, go to style, and then turn on the boxes, we could see automatic support and resistance zone being created for us as well. Alright, that's another very cool feature in the indicator. Matter of fact, I'm just going to have it and just leave it like that, because it's very, very helpful being able to see the zone. So you guys have access to the indicator. You could add this on your chart as well, and there's videos explaining each of them and what they do. So let's see what type of zones we have on the 30-minute time frame. Same zone, we're still in the middle between this zone and that zone. All right, let's see 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame, we came from this zone. There's nothing here in the middle. There has to be some zones. There it is. You see, we got a zone right here on the 5-minute time frame that is hard for price to break this right now. That's why we had a little reversal. On the 1-minute time frame, 3-minute time frame, let's see. One-minute time frame. Yeah, we're pushing down. We are pushing down. Plus, we have a sell signal too. If we get anything, it'll just be a pullback. Let's see if we get a pullback somewhere around here. I would love to see a 50% pullback, retest 50 MA if we are going to sell. Because anything here makes me, if I do anything here, it makes me feel like I'm being impulsive. And if I did do anything, I would go for a sell, and I would have my stop loss right above. Alright, I mean, I'm up in profit, so I could afford it. Right at the H1, that's an easy trade, just to see if we're right. Let's do it. And watch how tight my stop loss is gonna be on this, since this is not a trade that I really looking forward to. You gotta know when to go hard and when to just chill and watch what happens. Alright, that's $88, and my stop loss is right above the minute time frame, 2-minute time frame, 50 MA. Let's see where it's at on the 1 minute. I may want to do it on the 1 minute instead. Yeah, this one is fine. That's a good stop loss. Matter of fact, make it higher. Let's add it above 800 MA instead. Yeah, I'm risking 132 on this. Quick attempt. Like I was telling you guys, if I take a trade, it's going to be for a sell, because we're selling right now on that time frame. That's like an impulsive trade, which, like, it's not really impulsive because we've been sitting here for an hour analyzing it, looking over it. But this is not the best setup that I'm personally looking for right now. Where I would have went hard on this sell is at the daily entry from the Jackpot strategy, which is up here. This is where I would have went hard, but unfortunately I was asleep. I did not see price reaction around the daily entry, so I missed out on that perfect entry. Excuse me. So now we have to see where we're going. If we end up selling, we're going down here. Look, price is respecting the middle, Bollinger Band, right up there. And we are going to 5-minute bottom Bollinger Band, zone to zone. All right, we're in profit, $23 on that one. And guys, trust me, man, I have not done my best trades yet for the week. I have not taken that nice lot size yet. Because either I'm seeing the move late or I'm not as prepared. The best entry was last night, and I mean, that Sunday night entry. That was the best entry overall for that buy. And then the re entry was earlier this morning for the buy. But if you did not secure your gains, you gave up a lot of that. I lost 50% of my profit on that drop. Because again, I was asleep, but I had my trailing stop loss. So I woke up, the trade was gone on some of my accounts, but I was in profit. So that's the whole power of, using a proper stop loss and trailing stop loss when you are actually trading. So, all right, we'll leave this alone. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I haven't called much signals yet as well. I'm waiting. I think we're gonna have some great opportunities ahead, and I'm not looking to rush the process. The only signal we had was for a sell on NAS 100. Let's see what NAS 100 is doing right now. TP had already triggered on this one with the first take profit. This looks ugly now, huh? What a L. This thing bought hard this morning. Alright, let's zoom in and see what's going on. Alright, this is my analysis from last week. Not last week, but Sunday night. Okay, I'm gonna keep it the same. This zone right here is so strong. Every time price goes nears it, it just completely reverses. So don't know what to expect just yet on this setup. But here I have my previous trend line. If this trend line is broken tomorrow, then I'm buying and holding NAS 100 all the way up there. Alright, and I'm going to do that holding all the way to average daily range high if price breaks my uptrend line. So it's gonna look like this, guys. And price is back above key zone. So it would look like this. Price breaking the trend line, breaking this area to go all the way to test up here. Just like that. And then breaking that to go to the Bollinger Band top. If not that option, price fully respecting this area, give us a nice sell on the key zone high, and sell and never come back. Either way, I'm just gonna keep a close eye on it just to see what it's going to do. But I definitely missed out on that buy this morning on NAS. Major. It was a bit unpredictable. It was not really testing any major zone. Just a little bit on a smaller time frame. But this was a perfect entry. Alright, when we talk about zone to zone, let's hide our analysis. Sometimes the analysis is getting in my way, man. Kind of annoying. Alright, so here we could see exactly what happened. Alright, based on zone to zone, price went from entry to the middle. Now from the middle, the next goal is to go to the top. That's how this works. That's exactly how it works, guys. And the cool part is that all of this happens on all time frames. So right now on the H4 time frame, price is so on the uptrend that it gave a beautiful buy entry here, and now it's above the top Bollinger Band, which is supposed to be a resistance zone. On the daily time frame, something very interesting is happening here. As you guys could see here, we have a long way to go to reach daily top Bollinger Band. So Nas may potentially continue going up higher and higher. That's what it's looking like. Even on a weekly time frame, it's at a limit, but it's still pushing. Crazy monthly wick. Crazy monthly wick. Yeah, we just have to wait and see where price breaks out in the next couple of days. But one thing I can tell you guys is this. The market is getting ready to make some big moves, for sure. You just need to find a way to not like self-sabotage yourself, like by losing too much too early. Well, because here's the thing, guys. Once you start taking these L's early in the market, that affects your psyche. That affects your confidence on the next opportunities. So take it easy, beginning of the week. All right, the days that you should give it all you have is realistically Thursday, that Thursday night, that Asian London session, Thursday and New York session. You want to be present in the market and you want to take action, bold action. Because overall, the best days in the markets are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sometimes Friday you'll find some great moves as well. But overall, you need to be on your toes, be ready to take your trade. When you really should be going hard again is on Thursdays. So right now, Nas 100 did pretty decent move overall for the week. Same like gold. But the main moves for the week is going to happen real soon. And then once it happens, you already know what's going to happen after that, man. All I need you guys to do is make sure that you have some money in your account. So when potential opportunity setup shows up, when I send you guys a signal, you could take the trade and knowing that it's a good setup. The reason why I don't just send trade, because I don't want to send too much trade. I just want to send some quality trade that could really pay everyone that's in that trade. So like a 500 pips trade on gold, that's a blessing, man. 800 pips on gold, that's a blessing. The less pullback we have, the better it is for us. All right, this cell is looking very salesy. One thing I want you guys to also notice as well, look at the 50 MA on this time frame, how price is literally under the moving average here, but most importantly, right here, the 50 MA is crossing the middle Bollinger Band downwards. Unless the 50 MA cross the Bollinger Band, middle Bollinger Band back upwards, this thing could go crazy for a sell. That's why right now I say I don't have a direction right now, guys. It's looking good on the higher time frame. It's really looking good for a sell though. On the higher time frame, daily time frame, it's really looking good for a sell. But to be honest, guys, like if I was already in this sell, I'll be looking for a long-term sell. But because I'm not in that trade, and I entered a little bit later because I didn't see it, I'm 50-54 buy, 50-54 sell. But right now I'm selling because of the confirmation price showing me that it's fully underneath middle Bollinger Band, the 5 minute time frame, middle one. So we should at least be going there. So even if I'm not really on a big trade, but because of confirmation from the jackpot strategy, I'm taking action anyway. You feel me? So that's really all it's about. The only way you guys are gonna get good at trading with this strategy and making profit consistently is by doing it. You just gotta do it. I know the losses sucks. I know that anxiety feeling you get when you take the trade, even if you're following the trading plan. I totally understand it. I totally get it, guys. But that's what we signed up for. We gotta do it. It's part of the game. So overall, I still have gold, like I said, for potential buys, but I need to see certain things happen. So as of right now, once I get a full retest on that 50 MA, I'll know for sure if price is going to go up for buy or if price is going to at least start selling a little bit lower to about this area here or this area here. But if price respect these two zones, we could be good to go overall. So yeah, guys, any questions for me? I'm not going to be too long tonight because I do want to take another 2, 3, 4 hour nap so I could be up later on around like 1:30. Yeah, 1:30 Eastern. That's when I think I'm really gonna get a nice entry. So let's see. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for real. That's pretty much it. We don't really know. I don't really know what's going on right now. I can't tell you where the direction is going. Right now where we are at, price is literally 50-50. It could 50% chance to go for a buy, 50% chance to go for a sell. We really need to be patient on this trade and wait for the trade to come to us. I think it's gonna happen London session. So guys that are in my paid group, be ready so I could be able to send you guys that signal so you could see it at the right time. If you stay up, if you don't stay up, then you may miss the entry, or we could get a new re-entry opportunity during New York session. So yep. So with that being said, guys, like I said, I'm not going to be too long tonight since market is not really moving crazy. We just going to wait to see where we get our next best opportunity. So with that being said, that's all for today's session, guys. I'll keep a super close eye on gold to make sure that we definitely get a signal for it, because we haven't gotten our gold signal just yet. For the week, we had a nice signal that was good sell. We made profit on it, but we haven't had a gold signal just yet. So I'm looking forward to sending the next signal to you guys so we could really eat for us. So that's all for tonight's session, guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for our last trading day. And stay locked in. So peace out, man.